Well, welcome to KGW News at 5 on this Black Friday. Tonight, we're looking ahead to the winter months and the increased chances for ice and snow that come with them. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Gordon in for Laurel and David tonight. ODOT is already letting drivers know the roads could be worse than usual this year. Evan Watson joins us in studio tonight. And Evan, like many other organizations, ODOT says it's looking at worker shortages.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A shortage of drivers. They currently have a lot of vacancies for maintenance workers and drivers. And yes, that means snow plows, salt trucks, you name it. So they're asking people to apply for these jobs, but it's almost December. So this shortage also serves as a warning.
You know that road you drive to get to work, get home, or pick up food? Well, the next time it's icy out, you got to be careful.
The public is going to see a drop in what we can do when we get hit by a storm. We might not be able to plow a road as quickly as we can. We might not be able to serve some of the roads. We might not be able to get salt and de-icer out as frequently as we'd like to do. If we don't get these jobs filled as soon as we can, we're going to see a decline in the service on the roads when we get hit by a winter storm.
Don Hamilton, an ODOT spokesperson, says the department is trying to fill 132 open maintenance positions throughout the state. There are 40 vacant driver positions in eastern Oregon, where the snowfall can be more significant.
These 132 vacancies that we've got include snowplow drivers, it includes the de-icer trucks, it includes the salt trucks, it includes the sander trucks. These are the maintenance drivers that we use. When we get hit by a winter event, it's all hands on deck.
Hamilton says they have more vacancies now than they've had in past years, heading into the winter months. A commercial driver's license isn't necessary to apply for a job.
They don't need to have a commercial driver's license, and we can help them get that, and we can help them get the training that they need to get certified to operate this heavy equipment.
ODOT says it's trying to be creative with shifts to cover gaps, and it's mostly areas outside of Portland that lack coverage. But as it stands, ODOT is sharing this warning early.
We're going to get the roads cleared as quickly as we can, but with this shortage, it's going to be a little trickier than it has been in the past. We hope people will be patient.
Now, as drivers, we've got a role to play here as well. We can help by avoiding accidents in bad weather. See, snowplow drivers are often sent to clear lanes and debris when people crash on icy roads. So as always, slowing down, using more caution, good rules to live by, Tim.
That is for certain. All right, thanks, Evan. You know, we're also looking at the possibility of low elevation snow coming up pretty soon. Chief Meteorologist Matt Zaffino joins us. Matt, what's the latest?
Yeah, Tim, it is going to be low elevation snow, but not low enough to cause widespread issues with snow in the valley. At least that's the way it looks right now. But we'll start you out with Timberline because there is snow up there, 29 degrees, been about an inch new today. We didn't expect much more than that, but the mountains are going to get hammered over the week ahead. So let's look at the temperatures. In Portland, it's chilly, but we're in the 40s. Obviously not cold enough for snow right now, nor will it be for quite some time. We're going to have to wait until Monday night to get the snow level down into the hills, but I don't think it's ever going to substantially stay at sea level low enough for a widespread valley snowfall. It's just not exactly the right pattern for that. But the Cascades are under a winter storm watch beginning tomorrow night and extending into Monday morning. So there will be a lot of snowy travel in Oregon over the Cascades, over the mountains in northeast Oregon as well, over the Siskiyous into California, and even the Coast Range will end up getting snow by tomorrow night into Monday and Tuesday. So there will be winter travel conditions and issues for folks coming home tomorrow night over the Cascade Passes in the mountains in northeast Oregon. But as far as we go in the valleys, the snow level will drop to about 500 feet on Monday night. So that means up in the West Hills, the Zoo, Skyline, Burnside, we'll see some wet snowflakes up there, but the precipitation will be winding down as that happens. So maybe a little bit of sticking snow in the hills, quarter of an inch, that kind of a thing. Then it dries out a bit. Widespread valley snowfall is just not likely, but it will be very cold next week. This is our coldest area of the fall so far. Tim will talk more about how cold it gets and the mountain snowfall and the snowfall potential for the lowlands a little later. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Matt. We'll see you soon. Well, results from the midterm election will be certified by each county next week. And one candidate is raising money to potentially pay for a recount. Republican Joe Kent ran against Democrat Marie Gluesenkamp Perez for Washington's 3rd congressional seat. Though she has declared victory and the Associated Press has called the race for Gluesenkamp Perez, the vote count is still close. It's within 3,000 votes, less than 1%. The state of Washington automatically issues a recount within 0.5%. But Kent said his team is preparing to pay for an optional recount. There's no set amount this would cost Kent. The price is determined by a canvassing board, which judges how expensive it'll be for each county to recount its ballots. Kent said he promises to accept the results of the election, but wants to make sure the final count is, quote, as accurate as possible. His campaign team did not respond to our interview request today. Well, it is the kind of record no city wants to break. Portland is on track this year to register its most homicides ever. There were 90 in 2021. We're at 88 this year with more than a month left to go. And that number includes 2 people killed earlier this week on Wednesday night. There has been 1 arrest in those recent cases so far. Blair Best reports.
All was calm Thursday morning in the Creston-Kenilworth neighborhood in Southeast.
It's a peaceful neighborhood. Everyone's really friendly.
But Wednesday night, it was anything but.
And we heard gunshots, rapid fire gunshots, at least 3, and followed by screaming and sirens, and it was just a whole scene.
This person didn't want to be identified on camera. They live 2 doors down from where police responded to a shooting on Southeast 37th Avenue around 8 o'clock Wednesday night.
My goodness, there must have been at least 10 or more than 10 cars. There was a big truck, detectives everywhere, and the whole street was cordoned off. I couldn't get to my car.
During the chaos, they were interviewing a potential roommate.
So we were trying to hope that they would see it's a calm neighborhood. I don't know if it came across after last night, but most of the time it's peaceful here.
Portland police reported 1 person had been shot and later died at the scene. That shooting was investigated as a homicide.
That makes sense. It definitely sounded like it was some kind of intentional act. People speeding off, and that's really disturbing.
I'm nervous around people because, where are the rules with this wild, wild west?
Diane Mendez was walking home from the grocery store at the time of the shooting.
It's very unsettling for our community, for our lives.
About an hour later, police responded to another shooting, this time in the Park Rose neighborhood on Northeast Glen Whiting Drive.
Yeah, a lot of cops,
The shooting wasn't a surprise to this man who lives in a tent behind this 7-Eleven.
Because there's shootings everywhere, especially around here. There's always gunshots.
Police say 1 person was shot and later died. It was also investigated as a homicide. This man says he knows who pulled the trigger.
Not the greatest person, he shot at people before.
If both of these deadly shootings that happened Wednesday night are found to be homicides, that will put the total number of homicides in Portland at 88. That's just shy of last year's record of 90.
It's crazy. It's not Portland. It's not what it's supposed to be or how it's ever been.
And the timing of these tragedies is not lost on anyone.
Except for the holidays. I feel bad for his family.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for my roommates and my neighbors. Everyone's kind of looking out for each other and thinking about each other today.
Anyone with information on either of these 2 shootings is asked to contact Portland Police. Blair Best, KGW News.
Well, 4 U-Haul trucks caught fire this morning at a rental facility on Southeast 48th and Powell. Firefighters were able to keep the flames to just a lot there, and nobody was hurt. Investigators tell us thieves were trying to siphon gas from the tanks of the trucks, and somehow it started the fire. No word on any suspects at this point. Okay, let's now turn to the holiday season. And today is Black Friday. Plenty of people out getting their shopping done now. But you're also encouraged to get your dose of nature today as well. In some states they're dubbing it Green Friday. Brian Clerkley is live at Tiger in Bridgeport Village, where people have been getting their Black Friday shopping on. Brian, how's it looking out there?
Hey, Tim. Well, the rain is coming down and people are bundled up and they're still doing their shopping, but the rain might have scared a few people away. But there is live music here at Bridgeport Village, and people, like you said, have been shopping all day long. And it also is Green Friday, so that encourages people to get out into some parks. And we did speak to some people taking advantage of nature as well. Black Friday is here at Bridgeport Village in Tigard. Everyone from families to college students are taking advantage of deals on clothes, electronics, and anything else they might need. These are some of the first groups of people to arrive at Bridgeport before the rain came. They wanted to beat the huge crowds expected.
I love it just because we get a lot of deals. This is the kind of the day where we go shopping for everything. I'm trying to get a PlayStation 5, so, trying to get whatever that's on the market.
If you walked through Bridgeport Friday morning, you could see children playing on the new green space at the shopping center, crews setting up for live entertainment, and Christmas trees used as decor to get people in the holiday spirit. Some shoppers say they're happy the pandemic is winding down and they can do everything in person.
We thought it'd be a fun time to spend together since Grace is visiting back from college. And so we thought we'd get some Christmas shopping done too.
And the sales, it's like a great time to Christmas shop because you get everything at such a better price, so it's fun to get gifts.
I would say online shopping is definitely very convenient, and I think after the pandemic people want to come out and go shopping in person because it's fun and stuff like that, so it was pretty busy today.
Black Friday is also Green Friday, which encourages people to get out and enjoy nature. All Oregon state parks and all Portland metro area parks that normally charge a parking fee waive the fee, so it's free today. Shampooey State Park had some early Friday visitors.
Yeah, I saw the sign because I was trying to figure out how much, because I'm not from this area, I was trying to figure out how much I needed to pay, and then I saw that and I was like, oh good, I don't have to pay the $5 today.
Excellent idea. For all of us who don't like to go shopping and like to avoid the crowds, it's a wonderful thing.
And for the people that do like to go shopping, if you're going to come out here tonight, you might want to bundle up because it's still cold, and you might want to grab an umbrella, and the music should still be here. Tim?
All right, thanks a lot, Brian. Looks great out there. Enjoy your shopping.